Hello, I'm Vickram Crishna. I'm from India, and I have been involved with the privacy movement in a more or less formal way for the last couple of years.
Okay. So why are you at this privacy workshop in Bangkok?
There is a need felt by some of the activists in the region, some of the people involved, some of the concerned people. All of us are stakeholders, of course, but some of us perhaps are more concerned about the lack of awareness of the vast majority of stakeholders. And we feel that there is a possibility for some sort of concerted action to increase awareness in the region.
How is our privacy being invaded?
In many, many ways. And in fact, precisely the question you ask about how it is being invaded, the very fact that we don't recognize it being invaded in many, many ways, which is in fact the key issue here, is that many people think that Asians like us don't actually care that much about privacy. But the reality is that, of course, we care about privacy. In fact, some people are obsessed with their privacy. Only that degree to which and the particular aspects of privacy to which they are concerned or obsessed happen to be different from that of other people in the world, so it's easy to dismiss it as not being there at all, but that's not true.
Okay, so give me some examples of the way technology has allowed people to invade our privacy more than it. I mean, how has it made it easier?
There is no such issue, in fact, because the whole question of invasion of privacy largely comes about because of technology.
Okay.
So it is not that it's a recent phenomenon. It's
Okay.
not that some new advances in technology have made it different. The technology could have begun, 5,000 years ago or 30,000 years ago, when the move from nomadism to from hunter gathering to agriculture is believed to have taken place. The date is not important, but there is certainly a strong belief that human beings did move from a hunter-gatherer phase to a more or less agricultural phase. The moment people settled down, uh, invasions on privacy began. Concern about identity, concern about the value of identity.
Okay, but for instance, in our countries, when you get a mobile phone, you've got to register it and you've got to provide a lot of information regarding yourself. Isn't that something that didn't happen before?
Yes, when certain new kinds of services are starting up these days, it is often seen as a very convenient excuse to gather information about citizens.
Okay.
And the reasons given are many. Among them, of course, is the oft repeated national security,
Mm-hmm.
of which, to the best of our knowledge, there's absolutely no evidence to believe that there's any connection between national security and invasion of, and a need for invasion of privacy or
And
lessening of privacy
and
standards.
isn't some of this information that is collected by the telecom companies and the banks and the government, isn't it open to abuse?
In fact, we're being abused all the time. So it's really quite astonishing. The question being asked is astonishing because we are being abused all the time. From the moment we got mobile phones, we got spam phone calls, we got telemarketing. In fact, the growth of the telemarketing industry was intimately tied with the growth of enormous databases with incredible amounts of information about ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So far, I don't think we've really cracked the puzzle of how to enable marketing organizations to market their products more efficiently without invading specific people's individual privacy.
Okay.
It would be wonderful if they could gather the information they needed and deliver us the products we needed at a lower cost, the products and services that we need at a lower cost. But I frankly hear there's hardly any evidence to see that that's ever been done.
Right. In fact, many organizations have been known to sell these databases to other organizations.
More than that, whether they did that or not, the fact is the cost of their products haven't actually come down,
Okay. So there's
whereas their profits have gone up.
okay.
So they don't even draw a direct connection between the invasion of our privacy and the fact that they're supposed to be selling goods more efficiently. If they were selling goods more efficiently, then the price would come down and all of us would benefit, because
Or
our
even-
standard of living would go up. But
Or-
actually what's happening is our standard of living is going down, because now our personal privacy is also invaded, and we don't have the goods and services at a reasonable, affordable cost.
Or even products and services that are developed in accordance with our needs. The designs don't change. If they carry out a survey asking,
There are some good companies who design with information first, who
Okay.
gather information, who take care to ask people what it is they want.
for instance, give me a couple of examples.
It's
of companies.
actually the area which we work in is the area of disabilities,
Right.
and there is very little that is developed in disabilities these days without asking people what it is that they need.
Okay. All right.
But those kind of specialized niche kind of areas is in fact, I would say, one of the pointers to a better society.
Right.
That if you're going to ask people who are in dire need for some improvement in their lives, what it is that they need that would improve their lives, then there's no reason not to ask people who don't have such a dire need what it is that they need to improve their lives. If anything, the need is even more urgent there, because it's very hard to differentiate between one good product and another good product, except that both good products are a little bit unsuitable for the person who's buying them.